Video number 2 here, the Canam, the 2018 Canam X3 XRC, and just a couple things I wanted to show that I did. I actually went and had the suspension tuned up, and you can notice here, flipped the front shocks so that they, a couple things, stays away from the radiator, so it keeps the bypass reservoir cooler, and then had them all adjusted, nitrogen levels checked. I think the nitrogen levels are supposed to be, you know, something like 200 psi, but had them just dialed in and tuned by a guy that is here where I live, races a bunch and knows a bunch of stuff about this that I don't know. And anyway, he's got a little shop in town, so he did all that for me. So anyway, I did that, and so I rode it before I did that. Great ride. I've got a Razor XP Turbo 4-seater that's an awesome machine too, but I mean, compared to how this rides and handles, there's just not any comparison. I don't know, these blow my mind, these Can-Ams. And then also something else that I did, and I'll see if I can show this good with my phone video flipped. Behind here, you can see these little metal guards. What happens with these wheels, if you don't do that, is rocks will get wedged in between here, and you can see my rim. I've only got 50 miles on this. Right when I took it out, rocks got caught in there, and they wore grooves in my rim. There's been stories of guys that have had that happen, and it put a hole in their rim. and in fact, the guy who just did my suspension for me, he took his out. He said in his first 20 miles he had a flat tire from that. So kind of crazy that there is that is a flaw that needs to be addressed or fixed. A lot of guys put the mud flaps here on the trailing arms to avoid that happening. But anyway, a little update for today. I'll get some video of driving and stuff too when I have someone to help me and do some more videos. But a couple little updates there. The front clearance is 19 inches. The back is right at about 17.5 inches right now. That's the ride height. And I can get all the measurements and stuff on the suspension. I haven't actually measured it yet. I just barely picked it up and out testing it. So far so good.